Malachi, my messenger, or my angel, or that is what it means in Hebrew. What does he have to say? He speaks about the perfect sacrifice that will be offered to the name of the Heavenly Father from east to west. But he also reproaches his people for the lack of honor that is being given to that same God of glory. He is being, as we would say, cheated, shortchanged. Does that sound familiar? If one spends quietly lengthy moments before the Blessed Sacrament alone, after a while one picks up by intuition the mind of our Saviour with regard to that honour, and certain questions do come to the fore. When one goes out and looks around, one sees that a certain new norm has set in, but it's actually questionable. For things happen under the thrust of man without actually that same Saviour being consulted, to the extent that because permissions come, they become the only norm allowed, even though actually certain permissions originate in urgent, unusual situations. It is often just the thin edge of the wedge. But we know in whose interest that is. The devil makes use of people who perhaps do not spend those hours of listening and adoring, so as to push an agenda of participation, getting people involved, and that can give them a certain element of flattery. In concrete terms, the invasion of the sanctuary, the crashing into the Holy of Holies, the appropriating of the bread of angels as though it were something over which one had personal authority, is something that has been pushed surely by the very one, the very being that hates his God. So he'll find people who do his work for him. It's important to ask this question and to ask it directly to the Lord in prayer. Dear Lord, what is your preference? There is a priest who is young and is in diocese not too far from here, but actually has been teaching his people, although he's only a curate, what is true devotion to the Blessed Sacrament. And although he's not parish priest, he's had a huge influence over a long time. But because he's not parish priest, he cannot stop the use of extraordinary ministers, though quite a few have pulled back of their own accord after getting this prolonged teaching. And when he's celebrating, it has been noticed that he spends quite a lot more time in prayer before the Blessed Sacrament after that Mass, obviously in reparation. That is a priest who has become aware, because the Lord, as the interior master, has been able to get through to him. This notion of category A layperson and category B is dangerous. For actually, a category A plus might be those who have actually gone beyond all that and heard the word of the Lord in prayer. The Lord is being attacked in the sacred. This is the greatest treasure that we have, and it's the most under attack. This same prophet Malachi has this: a son honoureth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honour? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priests, that despise my name. I am a king. Where is my honour? There are too many meddlings in this land of otherness, where bother is no more. For that 'tis not henceforth so strange to stand on sacred ground, where what was thought before to be all else by some was found today apart all plain and rude, a workaday befriending, ending, nay, in haste, where waste is all that is not a lewd. O glory of a Godhead, now made man at last, and blasted well from his high throne, too distant for our time. Ah, blessed ban on all that is not known and is not shown. We have tamed the beyond, and with a wand bid God be cool, and like a fool, here, stand,